Is that taping?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It is.
The red light's on. Chapstick. Oh, it is taping. Introducing Chapstick, the new brand of improved chapstick. It works on noses. Stupid Neil. Oh no! There's a bear in there. Just kidding. I don't know what's.
Dad.
No. I don't know who's in that one. Let's see.
You're pretending, aren't you?
No.
He's on.
Sorry.
Open up.
Spare me the dramatics.
Very dramatic.
Is it on?
Yes.
Aren't you ready? Is it really on?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you taping?
And now I am.
The red light's not on.
There's Ryan.
You put arrows around them. It's like kids thought we were just joking. So they kick it and they stick in the poop. Zoom in. Do the automatic zoom.
Why?
I just want to see it. You taping us?
Yeah.
Oh, he is. Now zoom back. Far away.
Where's the tape?
Keep going. But get those people and do it first far away as you can see regularly. You know, those people down there, see them?
Where?
Right there, with the red shirt.
I don't see them.
See them? Now zoom in. That makes it look like you're right there. Is it like you're right there? Is it? You right there?
Cherry.
That's zoom.
Yeah, you're taping.
I can find water.
Brian. Zoom in. Zoom in the box. Come on, Neil, get over here. I need to find water. What? I need to find fresh water. That work.
Sit on. Start from this side. Go, move over. Start from this side.
Stop shaking me. I'm taping.
You got it? Take it all, even the background. Take everything so you see everything. Zoom. Get a picture of the snake. Over there. Zoom in at the snake. See it? See the snake over there? Zoom in. Roy.
What?
Zoom into the snake.
I know.
Have you? Zoom in.
Why?
Just I want to see. Johnny Roy. And this is a possum from a wildlife institution. Got it? And that is a deer with its antlers ranging from 3 feet big. And down there, as you can see, there's a blackbird and a snow wolf. And to your right is a crane. The crane has very long legs, a long beak, and a very long neck. Very skinny. And if you would, on the blue jay's nest, and down below, as you can see, a badger.
Excuse me, I'm gonna ask you, do your mom know how to play piano?
That, as you can see, a North American regular deer. So white deer, and down below is a hartebeest. And up to your top of the screen, you'll see a mountain sheep. It has very thick bristle hair and round kind of horns. As you go down to a water buck has long horns that are sort of like an ice cream, very bristly hair also. Now if you go up to the other, this is the North American deer also. It has very long ear, antlers, and very humongous ears and eyes that stare back at you. And down below, one of the smallest deers you ever know is a dick, whatever you want to call it. Dick is resemblance of a, well, I'm not allowed to say that. Well, a deer is another North American deer.
That's a
And
good
this
place
deer
for us too.
is a
Right?
beautiful deer. Down
Hey,
below
look it.
is a roan antelope. A roan antelope
Look
has
it.
a swirl antler, big nose, big spout, and eats mostly insects. Now, if you go up to the moose, you got a big, large nose, small antlers on this particular one, but most have a lot on them. Big ears, a lot of eyes, and dark hair. Down below is Grant's grizzle. Grizzles have a swirl, antlers, and a very short spout. Now, if you go up to the mountain goat, as you can see, the white thing, the short antlers, very white. It's mostly used for walking around mountains. Yep. Now that is a Gimsbach. This Gimsbach has a long antlers. Part of the bottom is swirled and sometimes striped. Now, if we go to the wild beast, its resemblance of a zebra and a longhorn cow. Longhorn cow, you know what that is. And this has a large mane. Now, the one below, no one knows what that is. It has a swirl, antler, ears will stick out like a donkey, and very skinny spout. Up there is a oompa. An oompala has crooked antlers that swirl and big eyes. Now if we go to warthog, resemblance of Roy Coe.
Shut up. And your parents eating so much.
With the antlers or teeth you can call it coming out of his mouth, kind of like Roy. Now if you go to the inland, the eland is very good for stabbing people with the sharp antlers. It got a broken ear, as you can see, and stripes sometimes. So we can go up to the zebra. The zebra, this is a North American zebra. An Asian zebra. Okay, Asian zebra. This is a light-colored Asian zebra.
Oh, my hands get tired.
Asian zebra, and it's mostly in South America. Sometimes South America. Sometimes Ukapa. Okay, now we go to Toppy. Toppy is a weird animal. Very dark. And it stares back at you, even if it's dead. And we go to this little name that looks like Roy's ears, very tall. And now we go to elk. And elk is a very known animal of the North American heirloom. This is a beautiful animal as we stare at it. We go.
Does anybody have a pacifier here? Oh, Lucas, don't squeeze my tail. It hurts.
Hey, you just spin your tail.
Oh, little tail. There. Hi, Daniel. You want it? If you put your fingers in there, it'll suck your fingers. Ever since we took his pacifier away from him, he likes to suck on fingers. You think he has a loose tooth? I think his teeth are loose too.
What'd Kevin say, fella?
I want to let you know about two other books that he has available. One is published by Pacific Press, titled Wrestling with Reality. The other published by the Review and Herald, titled My Tortured Conscience. And you want to know about these are available from your Adventist Book Center. Once again, we would like to welcome Elder Weber back to Camp Cedar Falls. And Elder Weber, if you come forward at this time, we have a special little memento that we would like to present to you. We have a sweatshirt with the name of Camp Cedar Falls that we would like to present to you on behalf of the 4 churches that are represented here. And we hope that as you wear this, and back east you may have more chance to wear it than you do out west, but if you can remember our time and our special weekend together as you wear that, we'd appreciate it. Welcome back to Cedar Falls. Thank you for taking the time to be with us. May God bless you as you speak to us this morning.
I think I'll wear this to Pine Springs Ranch this afternoon. Some of you are probably a little nervous about the time.
Dinner bells at 1.
Dinner bells at 1. Well, relax. And I understand that in Hawaii, it's 2 hours behind it, which would mean it's just 10:20 now. You've always wanted to go to Hawaii. Well, pretend you're in Hawaii, okay? So relax. And the sermon will be over by noon, and everything will be fine. What a beautiful Sabbath day here. The day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Well, you know, it would be nice if every Sabbath were this beautiful, wouldn't it? But you know, the thing that makes the Sabbath so special today, more than the scenery, is the fact that the Lord Jesus Christ is with us. And He can be with us every Sabbath in a very special way. I'd like to dedicate the next half hour to helping all of us see some things in Scripture about the Sabbath that can make it an even more special day than it's ever been before. I have to confess to you that growing up in this church, the Sabbath wasn't always a very happy day. I remember a young man who called me shortly before sundown, and he said, "Pastor, is the Sabbath over yet?" And I looked at my watch and I said, "No, about 5 or 10 more minutes." Oh, and he hung up. To him, the Sabbath, you see, and
Table like that.
This is not food, this is drink. I'm just voluntary.
Here's the big
anywhere else.
Down here. Let me see. How do you do this?
It's taping right now. Tape just a little bit.
Hey, you want to come? Hey, Lucky. See my tail. What?
Oh, Rachel, hey you.
Hello, Timmy. Hello. How do you spell 10? T-E-N-T.
Okay.
Before I wonder why we called you all together. I'm gonna join the one who won this. I don't know either.
I can drink the cider.
Please, please.
We need to kind of hurry along.
Okay. So have a short meeting.
If I could have your attention, we're here because we need to start discussing a matter of church discipline that involves our head deacon. It's been brought to my attention that he has been living in sin.
That was my fault.
It doesn't involve you. Well, the truth comes out eventually. You see, 20 years ago today, in South Carolina, in the Spartanburg County Courthouse, these two chickens here clucked up to the Justice of the Peace and said, "I do." I do. Isn't that how you said it? I do.
Think about it.
And they did. And, well, they did say "I do." I understand that the paperwork that said that they said "I do" never got registered, so as far as we know, them four kids what's running around, they might be parents. I don't know. I told you. I don't know what's the matter or anything. So I understand that you two right there. And submit to your punishment. Look at that. Boy, and I understand that 20 years ago, John was wearing the same flannel shirt.
Still fits.
Anyway, I want to congratulate you. Congratulations on sticking with it through thick and thin.
Literally.
Well, it's legal, it just never was recorded at the state office.
So there's no evidence.
Yeah, I'm slick about it.
There's loopholes there. Your commitment has been an inspiration to everybody around you, to your kids, and your church family. Today, John, you wanted to commemorate that by renewing your commitment to each other. So I assume that in a few minutes, when we get to the vows, there's going to be at least one affirmative answer out of the two.
Sure.
Leanne, this was supposed to have been a surprise. However, so you may not have had too much opportunity to think this through, but we're hoping that in the next few minutes you'll be able to come up with something that will convince you to have an affirmative answer.
Well, if I don't, who gets the kiss?
I know it's unusual for John to try to pull a prank on you, and that's really a point of shock, but just understand that that's John's way of expressing his love for you and letting you know that he's there for you. 20 years ago, things were very different. Leanne, your hair was longer. And John, little did you know what was in store for you. Through snowy winters in Chattanooga, and then just a few years after your honeymoon, you left the South that was home for both of you and moved to Southern California, where you can wake up in the morning and smell the fresh smog rolling in. 20 years ago, you just had each other and your hopes for a family and a future. Little did you know the heartbreak that you would experience together when you laid Shannon to rest in her grave before she was old enough to go to school. There's no way to fully explain what that loss meant to each of you, but it brought you closer together and made you even more thankful for that tow-headed bundle of joy you named Carrie. How precious she was, and how thankful you are for the fine young woman she's grown up to be. The girl who loves to bathe and do needlework and tease and torment. I don't know what she takes after. The one who helped raise the rest of the litter and helped around the house. She talks big about never getting married, but she does dare to dream otherwise. And she looks to you, John, as a role model for what to expect in a home of her own. So always make sure that the treatment you give Leanne is an example of the kind of considerateness and tenderness you want her to receive when one day she stands at the altar. John, the next in line, couldn't let this older sister get too far down the track ahead of him before he emerged with his own outlook and commentary on life. Little did you know that that baby that you brought home would grow up to be a hard-working young man who was good with his hands, a careful woodworker, and someone who was level-headed and responsible beyond his years. And then after a couple of years' respite, Mom, you started getting big in the middle again. This time with your redhead, Ryan. Remember Ryan? Don't forget him. We'll hear from him yet with his inquisitive mind and his aspiration for a profession of his own. He too is growing up to be a fine man, one who will choose his own course in life and give you a son you can always be proud of. And then there was me. Well, he can be called the caboose of the train, but he might rather be called the icing on the cake or the cherry on the banana split. As long as there's food, call it. His love of life has led him to be a significant part of family entertainment. First, as he could always find a way to amuse himself, and secondly, as that would often end up amusing or surprising whoever else was around. Neil, remember, you'll be the happiest if you dedicate all your gifts and all your energies to the Lord. He'll make sure life stays interesting for you. John and Leanne, these 20 years have not always been easy, but they have been good to you. You've worked hard. You've given yourselves to your family, to each other, to your church. And today you stand here very wealthy people. Maybe you don't have as much in the bank as the Rothschilds or Kennedys, but you've laid up treasure in heaven, and you've made your home a mansion of your own. So as a sign of the vows that we're not sure that you took 20 years ago, will you face each other and join your hands? John, whatever may never appear us, before God and your family and friends, do you still take Leanne McDaniel? Is that right? McDaniel. There's only one of them. As your wife, to love, honor, and cherish in sickness and in health, in pregnancy and in adversity. Wait a minute. Wait, back up. That's all that pregnancy part taken care of. Well, I hadn't checked. And forsaking all others, do you pledge to keep yourself for her only, as long as you both shall live? Leanne, before God and your families and friends, do you take John Paris as your husband to love, honor, to cherish, in sickness and health, in prosperity or adversity, and forsaking all others, do you still pledge to keep yourself for him only, as long as you both shall live?
That was too fast, Liam.
And as a minister of the gospel and in harmony with the laws of this land, I pronounce you husband and wife by common law marriage. What God joins together, may the enemies of love never pull apart. Let's give him a hand.
Kiss the bride. Kiss the bride.
You may now perform in public what you've been practicing for 20 years.
Yeah, I have it.
Huh? I'm not signing the checkbook. What do you think?
Did your husband's going to be married for 20 years? They never got married in a church. I thought it had. One, two, three, four, five. Get out of my way.
Let's go this way.
I gotta get that back in front of Bobby.
We're going to see some church Sunday.
Neil, I can't believe you won a present or something in Sabbath school and give it to Mom for the anniversary.
Give me that big shiny
That is tact.
like a VIP.
He won some in Sabbath school, he's giving it to you as a present.
That is perfect, man.
Neil!
I have no money. I don't want it.
You always blow them.
But it's kind of ugly. I haven't seen what they got.
I don't know. I gotta get this cake put away.
You can always switch grades like some people do. Oh, that's going to be awkward. You'll have to switch after a year and then...
I don't even know who's arguing.
Read it.
Two mom and dad want
You missed it. You're fifth,
know
right?
you are coming outside so we could hide it.
How long have you been at East?
I don't see nothing yet.
Oh, look.
Don't ask me. That's what they went to the mall for.
Is that the Hallmark speech, Sean?
It's silicone.
Don't forget to look at that.
Yeah. Now.
Can't even get it open.
There's a tape.
John, I got nervous when Ross said practice it. Perform in public, but you practice in private. After 4 kids, I wasn't sure what you were going to do.
Well, I'd go sue Dr. Horsley.
Why?
Because he fixed that problem with kids.
And it didn't work.
I want my money back.
Neil got here?
Yeah, that's how Neil got it.
What's that, John?
Carry Sean Nugget.
Well, it used to be dangerous when he drank. Now it's safe.
So he's really Dr. Horsley's son.
Oh.
Now you can put your real wedding picture in it.
Did you give him your...
What's that, Leanne?
Hello.
This is pretty. No, you haven't opened Neil's.
The smallest
And
box.
you haven't read Ryan's.
You did.
No, right here.
Okay.
Wait, you're married. She's older.
Toothpick. You did that at Sabbath.
My